I am not paying for no promotions to reach out to the collective. So if this is finding you, it is meant to find you for a reason. Hi, my name is Jewel, and I am an intuitive. I am a channel, oracle divination artist, if you will, medium, etc., etc. A little bit. So I have shuffled some cards, and I have 4 oracle cards laid out in front of me. So I'm going to flip over the camera, and you're just going to kind of sit with what card resonates for you, and that's going to be your message. That's going to be your reading. So here we go. So pile 1, you have water your garden. Water your garden. So this could actually mean, like, straight up, water that garden. It's dry out there. You know what I'm saying? Go out there, tend to a garden. Actually, quite literally, maybe it would be good for you to have a garden, to have a vegetable garden, an herb garden, a flower garden, something that you can nourish other than yourself. So depending on how that resonates for you, it could actually mean quite literally start a garden, nourish your garden, etc., etc. Also though, there is something about the inner body. Okay, so like everything is balanced in life, in the world, but taking the time to really connect with your body. So maybe get a little bit more active, try to get outside, grounding a little bit, try to focus on maybe what you're eating, because what you're eating and what you're putting in your body, not even just food, liquor, substance, any type of anything you're putting into your body, it's going to affect how your body moves, how it flows. You know what I'm saying? So this is an important time to either A, literally make a garden, tend to something, or B, tend to yourself, your inner garden, right? So your body, your physical body, the way you treat your physical body is also going to reflect in your inner realm, in your mental realm, okay? For lack of better words. So now is the time to do that. If you do that, it might take a little bit of discipline, as most things do take a lot of discipline. You will be finding out that things are going to start becoming more in a flow for you. You're just going to feel better. There's something about putting those things to action that's going to prove very useful for you. And as it should. But something about like this, whoever this reaches, there's a couple people I think, I'm feeling at least, that something about starting a garden. Start a garden. It's going to be so good for you. But all right, guys, I'm going to go to pile 2. So pile 2, you have the card of cracked open. Yes. Okay, so it says here, rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. But I'm feeling that you had recently just entered or are exiting out of a pivotal tower moment, if you will, where things started shaking up. There was something that you definitely did not like happened. Something shifting within your little universe. You know what I mean? I think it's important. I know it's important right now for you to realize that nothing is ever done to you. It is done for you. Okay. And the universe is just going to keep throwing these lessons, these circumstances at you until you do fully alchemize and transform them into a learning lesson. Okay. So, don't feel so attacked and like let down by the universe, God, you know what I'm saying? Because it is meant for you to transmute and transform from. And honestly, like I always say, it could always be worse. You know what I'm saying? Be very, very grateful for your circumstances, for the fact that you might have clothes on your back, a roof over your head. I feel very focused on gratitude for what's already happened to you, what you already have, okay? But big emphasis here on understanding to surrender to it all instead of fighting the flow of the universe, what the universe is trying to show you, okay? Just surrender. Let it go. Let it go. That's it. That's all you got to do, and trust in that. And you got this 100%. Just let it go. It was meant to happen for you. That's it. But all right, so I'm going to be moving to pile 3. So pile 3, you have the You're Not Alone card. This one I feel like a lot more emotion towards. So there's definitely a few people that are finding this that are really feeling either abandoned within themselves, within their family, within their community. Maybe they have been pushing themselves in isolation. It does say isolation here, but kind of like in your hermit mode, okay? Kind of just, maybe you're in a phase where you're kind of just like all set with people, or you've just been very disappointed by people in general, family, etc., etc. But I do want to say, tapping into this, there's a few of you that I'm sensing there's somebody coming in, okay? So there are certain influences coming in that are gonna remind you of your power. Maybe part of that is me, because I am here to remind you of your power, hunty, for sure, for sure. No, but there is light at the end of the tunnel, okay, honey? There is always somebody going through what you're going through, or have been what you had been through. There is always passed on loved ones. We have angels, we have ancestors that are always with us constantly. So actually, you're never even really alone ever. You know what I'm saying? You're just gonna tap in when you are feeling like alone and you're grieving certain things, you're angry and stuff like that. You're vibrating at a lower frequency, which makes it harder to feel the higher frequencies of the angelic beings, your past loved ones, etc., etc. But ultimately, you are never alone, and you will never be alone. But there is, for a few of you, there are some people, some influences, like I said, that are coming in to kind of help uplift you, and just remind you of your power. And trying to, and if you are in your hermit mode, trying to find things that interest you, like events that interest you. Maybe if you like to paint and get artsy, maybe there's events around you, like go on Facebook Marketplace or something like that. Do try to find something you like to do, and you will end up finding your people, okay? So don't feel like you have to stay away from people, because really we need people at the end of the day, you know, to an extent. And it's super healthy to have your alone time. It's absolutely healthy to have your alone time. But I just want to emphasize that no, you are never alone, okay? You are never alone in what you're going through. You're never alone in what you're feeling. There is somebody out there going through it. And I'm just here to remind you of that. But there is light at the end of the tunnel, like I said, and there is somebody else coming through to help and uplift you, okay? Don't lose hope. That's it. Don't lose hope, okay? We are all in it together. All right? All in it together. But I hope this helps, sending you all the love, all the love. But now I'm on to pile 4. Okay, so pile 4, you have this card, and she says all paths lead home. Actually, that's a really beautiful card. It does say inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. Okay, so for this, I'm feeling that you need to stop ignoring that gut feeling, okay, that inner intuition, okay, that inner fight. And a lot of you that are picking this pile, you're ignoring your intuition, okay? All paths lead home. With that, that tells me that no matter what happens, no matter what life throws at you, it's a path you're meant to walk upon for a reason. It was already pretty much predestined, you know, to an extent, because we do have free will. But it's basically just going with the flow, not fighting it. But yeah, I really do feel emphasis on those of you who pick this not trusting your intuition, okay? And it could be because you have been so deceived in the past, you know what I'm saying? So let down in the past, and it's hard for you to trust your intuition. So some things to help develop your intuition is just be able to sit in stillness more. A lot of you that pick this card need to be able to sit in stillness more, kind of write down your inner feelings and thoughts. There's something about connecting with yourself again. If you sit within yourself, you're going to find out why it was so hard for you to listen to your intuition in the first place. But all paths lead home. And stop avoiding her. Stop avoiding yourself. It's time to go within. Shadow work. Look it up. Shadow work. It's your time, boo. But I hope this helps. And until next time, toodaloo.